5, Kira Tubbs, 5'7", and a sophomore. Number 12, Cecilia Addison, a 5'5" senior. And number 14, Kimberlyn Cole, 5'5", and a freshman. Their player off the bench, Alyssa Caro, number 15, a 5'8" sophomore. Lineups brought to you by Three River. If you need a reliable internet connection, look no further than Three River and its dependable fiber internet service. It keeps your streaming, gaming, and video meetings running smooth and stress-free. Three River also offers plenty of great cable television options as well as telephone service. Don't settle for the ordinary when you can enjoy the extraordinary. Visit threeriver.net. Give them a call at 866-569-2666. Now the starting lineup for the 11 and 10 North Central Knights, coached by John Klosterman, assisted by Gracie Swanson. The Knights will start number 3, Reese Taylor, a 5'9" senior. Number 10, Carly Crawford, 5'9" and a sophomore, gets the start in place of Maya Lewis. Number 15, Callie Mundorf, 5'11" and a sophomore. Number 23, Kit Painter, 5'7" and a senior. And number 50, Carlene Kepler, 5'10" and a senior. Those are your starters for North Central. We'll see typically the likes of freshman Audrey Kuchera, junior Fallon Witzke, and sophomore Ireland Buell, the first 3 off the bench for the Knights. They may go a little deeper tonight without the services of Maya Lewis. That's a look at your starters. We'll come back. Be ready for the tip between the Knights and the Broncos. Starters brought to you by Three River. Do you know who the biggest...
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And investment properties. Let Stacy Strike and her team help navigate the journey to your Finding the Good Life destination. Serving North Central Nebraska.
We welcome you back here on KBRB as we get set for this Niobrara Valley Con. Here, the Knights from left to right, from south to north. It will be Callie Mundorf and Annie Ludwig jumping center. These two teams know each other well, and so it should be a friendly matchup here in Rock County. Stuart, a busy week on the girls' side tonight here with North Central. Tomorrow hosting Ainsworth, and Friday on the road to Randolph to close out the regular season. Looks like it'll be man-to-man defense for North Central to start as Stuart wins the tip. They try to throw it inside to Annie Ludwig. Jumping the route is Carlene Kepler, and Stuart turns it over on its opening possession. Be a 2-3 zone for the Broncos. Knights will go to work offensively, dumping into the left baseline to Mundorf. Now to Taylor. Flips it toward the baseline for Carly Crawford. It's through her hands and out of bounds, and so the Knights turn it over. Crawford getting the start in place of the injured Maya Lewis, hoping to get Maya back either, if not for Thursday, by next week's sub-district. Breaking it up the floor is Peyton Sheffield, and a block foul called on North Central. It will be Mr. Stanton, Wolf, and Rentschler, the officials tonight. The foul goes against Kit Painter, kind of riding Sheffield up the sideline. Broncos get it into Tubbs. She is guarded by Reese Taylor. Puts up a wild shot, can't get it to go. Ludwig can't save the rebound. I don't know how they're keeping that ball to Stuart. That should be North Central's basketball. Wow. Okay, they're going to give the ball to Stuart. It was clearly Annie Ludwig who it went off of. Inside it goes to Ludwig. Her shot off the side of the backboard. They fight for the rebound. It's a scrum between Ludwig and Kit Painter, and a tie-up. Possession arrow gives it to North Central. So we're scoreless for the first 46 seconds of this one. Knights 11-10, Stuart 7-14. North Central will likely be at Niobrara next week as that pass sails over the head of Crawford and to the door. And just like that, North Central turns it over again. So both teams struggling a bit to start here on a Monday evening. There's a steal by Callie Mundorf on the inbound, and she puts it up and scores. Callie on the full court press gets the inbound steal and the bucket. Now Reese Taylor knocks it away from Sheffield. It will stay with Stuart. Just over a minute in, North Central on the board first on the steal and a bucket from Callie Mundorf. Tubbs working against Reese Taylor, who's just been a defensive stopper. 15-footer for Ludwig off the left side of the iron. The rebound snagged by Carlene Kepler. Back the other way come the Broncos. Reese Taylor kicks it to Kit Painter into the right corner. Mundorf for three. That's off the side of the iron, and the rebound down to freshman Kimberlyn Cole. Cole brings it ahead to Cecilia Addison. Cecilia out to Peyton Sheffield, who fires to Ludwig on the left wing. Drive. Here's an 18-footer. Is good for Cecilia Addison. On the assist from Annie Ludwig, Cecilia ties the game at 2. Opening couple minutes here. Girls varsity only. Boys will play next Friday in a matchup we'll have on KBRB. Three-point shot is good from Crawford on the left wing. It's a West Plains Bank three for Carly. Starting in place of Maya Lewis, and she buries a three. Broncos break the press. They get one-on-one with Ludwig, and she will be fouled by Kit Painter, and Annie will go to the line for two. Good job by the Broncos breaking the pressure of the Knights on that possession. And that's two quick fouls on Kit Painter as Coach John Klosterman will have to go to the bench, take his senior out of the ball game. Annie Ludwig to the free throw line. 5-2 North Central. Ludwig in and out on that free throw. Fallon Witzke into the game for the Knights. She's a 5'9 junior replacing Painter. Second free throw upcoming here for Annie Ludwig. Ludwig averaging near a double-double, 12 points and about 9+ rebounds per game. She misses both free throws, and Kepler down with her second rebound. 5-2 Knights as Witzke now brings it up the floor. Skip pass is picked off by Tubbs. Back the other way to Sheffield. Sheffield loses her footing. Now drives the lane, kicks it out. Long two for Cecilia Addison. That one is short and out of bounds to North Central. Coach John Klosterman telling his team just slow it down, calm down. And Stuart will bring its lone sub in. That is Alyssa Caro, the sophomore. She'll replace Cecilia Addison. Cecilia, the lone 2 points here for Stuart. 5.5 to go in the first. 5-2 North Central on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Against the zone, Witzke. Pretty sharp blue shoes for Fallon. This ball knocked away from Mundorf. Loose on the floor, scooped up by Cole into the hands of Ludwig. That is the fourth turnover forced by the Broncos. Tubbs working against Reese Taylor. Into the corner to Sheffield, looking inside. Now dribbles it back out on the wing. Tries to drive, knocked away and stolen by Taylor. Great defense from Reese. She takes it one-on-one the other way. Gets it past Tubbs and will draw the foul. And Reese Taylor will head to the free throw line. That will go against Kira. First whistle on the Broncos. 4:58 to play in the opening frame. North Central with a 5-2 lead, and 2 free throws upcoming for Reese Taylor. The senior averages about 6 points per game, but boy, the work she does on the defensive end is a free throw off the back rim and then falls through the hoop. In for North Central come freshman Audrey Kucher in the post and Ireland Buell on the wing. Out go Mundorf and Kepler. 6-2 Knights. Free throw again here for Taylor. This one is up, in and out, and the rebound down to Ludwig. 6-2 Knights. Tubbs double teamed in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Sheffield. She turns the corner, takes it into the lane, pull up 13-footer, back rim, good look. Rebound, though, is going to be a fight between Taylor and Sheffield. They both go to the floor. Possession arrow will keep it with Stuart. Shot clock does reset. Ball hit the back of the rim on the shot. Kimberlyn Cole to inbound. Looking inside, nothing there. Needs to get it into somebody. Does so in the corner to Tubbs. Blanketed by Taylor. Drive by Sheffield, and she's going to be fouled on the drive. They're going to call it a shot. Going to call it a shooting foul. That one will go against Carly Crawford. So 3 fouls already for North Central with 4:36 to play in the first. Knights lead at 6-2. Sheffield to the free throw line. This has been a spot where Stuart has struggled a bit as shooting free throws at times. Sheffield knocks that one in. It's a 6-3 game. First point for Peyton. Glad to have you with us on KBRB. Greg Kinsey bringing you Monday Night Hoops. Second free throw front rim. Rebound tipped out, and Sheffield can't come up with it. It's loose, and Taylor scoops it out of there. Reese one-on-one the other way. Can't get the shot to go, but she'll draw the foul. That one will be called against Kimberlyn Cole. And Reese Taylor heads back to the free throw line. Already her second trip. She made 1 of 2 the first time she stepped to the line. This one up, in and out. 6-3 Knights. We've played 3.5 minutes here from Bassett. Tomorrow we have Stuart at home against Ainsworth, girls and boys varsity. We'll have the Westhold Huskies home against Niobrara Verdigris. 2 regular season matches in the NVC. Second one won't go for Taylor, and the rebound knocked out to Peyton Sheffield. So both teams just 1 for 4 at the line to start. Sheffield on the drive, and she's going to be hit and fouled on the shot. That one will go on, I believe, Fallon Witzke. So that is the 4th North Central foul. Stuart will be in the bonus for the remainder of this first quarter with 4:19 to go. So Sheffield was 1 for 2 on her first trip. This one hits the front iron and crawls over. 6-4, Sheffield with 2. And a chance to make it a 1-point game. The sophomore's free throw is up, and that one is good as well. 3 points all at the line for Peyton Sheffield. It's a 1-point basketball game. Ireland Buell brings it up into the hands of Taylor against the Broncos zone. Reese drives, puts up a tough runner in the lane, gets her own rebound as it caroms off a couple people, back out to Reese. Witzke, skip pass to Buell. Ireland trying to drive, shut off by Tubbs, looking inside. Of course, again, no Maya Lewis tonight for the Knights. There's a steal by Kira Tubbs. 5th North Central turnover. So Maya Lewis, we told you looked like her right arm, shoulder area was compromised. Corner 3 for Tubbs is good on the assist from Kimberlyn Cole. Reese Taylor raced out there, got a hand in her face, but Tubbs knocked it down and she hits the 3. Stuart on top, 8-6. And there's a turnover as Witzke can't handle the wing pass. It's off of her and out of bounds. Back in comes Mundorf. Out goes Carly Crawford. 8-6 Stuart now, and that's 6 North Central turnovers. And we'll get a timeout with 3:31 to play in our opening 8 minutes of basketball. Your Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Broncos now on top of the Knights, 8-6.
For Meadows Salvage, call Roy's Auto in Stuart, 924-3211. Old cars, trucks, tractors, implements. Roy's Auto can turn that old metal into cash. Give them a call today, 924-3211, and make some room on your property by letting Roy's Auto take those old vehicles and make a little coin in your pocket in the process. They also do body work, sell used parts, and some auto sales, too. Roy's Auto, right on Highway 20, west edge of Stuart. Call 924-3211 today.
We welcome you back here to Rock County. 8-6 Stuart after the 3 by Kira Tubbs gives the Broncos their first lead of the game. They have the basketballs. They force 6 North Central turnovers. Knights going, it looks like, inside, and there's a steal by Callie Mundorf. Stewart turns it over, and then we'll have a little hand check call against Kimberlyn Cole, and that will be the second on Kimberlyn. So again, just one substitute available for Coach Colin Sherman, so Cole picks up her second personal. Into Kuchera in the corner, now to Witzke. Right corner to Taylor. Reese guarded by Ludwig's, flips it out to Buell. 3 for Reese on the right wing, around and out. Rebound down to Ludwig. Stewart with an 8-6 lead in the basketballs. Kepler gets set to check in at the next break. Carroll with it, up top to Sheffield. Peyton on the drive, poked away and stolen again from behind by Reese Taylor. So good on the defensive end. Reese is hit and fouled. And that'll be 2 hard-earned free throws for Taylor, and that one will go against Peyton Sheffield. That will be the 4th foul on Stewart, so both teams will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. This will already be free throws 5 and 6 of the first quarter for Reese Taylor. She hit the deck hard after the steal and heading for that layup. So Reese will have to earn them at the free throw line. First one is good for the senior guard. Kepler back in for Witzke. 8-7. Taylor can tie it with a free throw. Each team has hit a 3. This will be the 6th free throw for North Central. Stewart has attempted 6 already here in the quarter. Second one too strong. Rebound down to Sheffield. Broncos keep the lead, 8-7. Sheffield driving on Ireland Buell. Shut off nicely by Buell. Out it goes to Ludwig. Working on Mundorf. Out to Kimberlyn Cole, who stays in the game with the 2 fouls. Tubbs, step back shot on Taylor. Off the glass, too strong. Rebound is down to Kuchera. Buell the other direction. Again, no Maya Lewis tonight for North Central. Their leading scorer and second leading rebounder. Knights down by a point. Taylor loses it, saved by Buell. Inside it goes to Kuchera, working on Ludwig. Takes it in, puts it up, can't finish. Rebound down to Annie. Good look inside for Kuchera, just couldn't get the shot to fall. And Ludwig secures the board. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first. 8-7 Stewart. Tubbs, a 3 off a screen, is blocked by Taylor. Rebound saved by Caro. Gets it to Ludwig. And then we've got a double dribble called on the Broncos. Taylor gets the block. That time as Tubbs tried to pull the quick trigger on a 3. Out will go Caro. Back into the game, Cecilia Addison. Cole stays on the floor with her 2 fouls. Stewart leads 8-7. Taylor bounces on the wing to Mundorf. Looking inside. Good position for Kuchera. Too strong on the shot. Kepler the offensive board. On the weak side, she puts it up and scores. Carlene back in, has her first bucket. Knights retake the lead. 9-8. 4 lead changes in this opening quarter. Tubbs off a double screen, drives, and she is going to get a travel call. Good defense there by both Taylor and then the help from Kuchera. Forces the Stewart turnover. Knights back on top, 9-8, a minute 15 to play in the first. Girls only tonight. Boys teams will play next Friday during girls sub-district week. Taylor on the right side, can't load up a 3, but gets past Cole. And she loses it on the way up. Not touched by the Broncos. So it will be Stewart basketball on the 7th North Central turnover. Here comes the press. Stewart breaks it up the right side with Sheffield. Gets past Buell, headed toward the hoop. Shut off by Kepler. Now needs help. Sheffield double teamed. Got to find somebody to throw it to. Gets it to Cecilia Addison. Her shot swatted again by Reese Taylor. Taylor, 2 blocks, 1 on Tubbs and 1 on Cecilia Addison. And then we have a foul on a loose ball that will go against Audrey Kuchera as she chased after a ball that was knocked loose. It should be free throws here for the Knights. They've got to identify the shooter. It's going to be Kimberlyn Cole. So Kuchera with the foul, and with 47 seconds left, Kimberlyn Cole heads to the free throw line. This will already be free throws 7 and 8 here in the opening quarter for Stuart. 9-8, North Central with the lead. Free throw off the back iron for Cole. Crawford back in for North Central, replacing Kuchera. Kit Painter returns with her 2 fouls. She'll replace Buell. Another sub in, be for the shooter. So Cole will have an attempt here to try to tie the game. Stuart just 3 for 7 at the free throw line thus far. This one for the freshman. That one in and out, and the rebound down to Kepler. Carlene already with 4 rebounds here in the first frame. Knights lead at 9-8. Final 40 seconds of quarter number 1 here from Bassett. Kepler in good position, puts up the shot too strong from about 3 feet, and they tie up the rebound, Ludwig and Crawford. Possession arrow keeps it with the Knights, and now in comes Alyssa Caro, replacing Kimberlyn Cole, who will sit with the 2 fouls. Reese Taylor to trigger it in for the Knights. Throws it right into Mundorf in traffic. Her bank shot won't go, and the newly entered Caro down with her 2nd rebound. Shot clock is off if the Knights want to hold for 1. Cecilia Addison into the corner to Caro. Looking inside for Ludwig. Skips it out to Sheffield. Still 15 on the first quarter clock. Tubbs going to take a deep 3 near the spike line, front rim. And the rebound down to Kepler once again. She fires it ahead to Taylor. Reese to Painter. She has her shot blocked by Sheffield. Rebound down to Caro, and that will close out the first quarter. Tight one here from Bassett. Broncos, 2 of our area teams. You're hearing from both our North Central and Stuart Westholt sportscasters. We'll have both the Broncos and the Huskies on the air tomorrow. Stuart will take on Ainsworth. Have that matchup on AM 14 FM 106.3 at 6. And it will be the Westholt Huskies against Niobrara Verdigris in Atkinson. We'll have that on 92.7 on the web, as it sounds like Cody Gucci and Kelly Myers will have the call. Stuart basketball to start. Turnaround jumper by Ludwig is blocked. And then a foul called on North Central. Mundorf got the block on Ludwig, and then a foul on Kit Painter on the loose ball. And that will be the 3rd on Kit. And again, no Maya Lewis already. Now you take a senior out with her 3rd foul as Buell back in the game. Cole, a 5-second count on, just gets it in. It's loose, saved by Sheffield. Peyton on the drive, puts it up and scores off the glass. Nice take to the hoop after collecting the loose ball by Peyton Sheffield. And Stuart back on top, 10-9. 5 lead changes in this first half. Buell with it on the left wing against the zone. Inside it goes to Crawford. Crawford shut off by Tubbs, throws it right into the hands of Ludwig. Turnover Knights. 10-9. Stuart by 1. Drive by Sheffield to the hoop again. Too strong on the shot. And the board snared by Carlene Kepler, who has 6 early rebounds. Taylor races through the zone, kicks it out to Mundorf, but we've got a hold call. That's going to be the 3rd on Kimberlyn Cole. So we're seeing quite a few fouls called in this game. Cole exits, Caro back in. Out will go Carly Crawford. Back in comes Audrey Kuchera. 10-9 Stuart. 3 fouls on Cole. Nice find inside from Reese Taylor on the inbound to Audrey Kuchera for the bucket. Reese has her 2nd assist, and Kuchera gives the Knights the lead at 11-10. Sheffield, inside it goes to Ludwig, working on Mundorf kicks it out to Sheffield. Her little runner is short, gets her own miss, puts it up, can't finish it, and the rebound down to Kepler. Couple of good looks for Sheffield on that possession. Knights lead it by 1. Dump it over the top. Nice catch for Kuchera. Short arms the shot. Rebound tipped around. Kuchera tracks it down in the corner. Another possession here for the Knights. Taylor into the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Can't get it to go, but she is fouled. And Taylor back to the line. This foul against Alyssa Caro. So the fouls mounting on both teams. These will already be the 7th and 8th free throws for Reese Taylor in the first half. She's made 2 of 6 thus far. Free throw for Reese. That one off the front iron. So the free throws unkind for both teams. Stuart 3 for 8. North Central can get to 3 for 8 if Taylor can make this one. It's a 1-point lead for the Knights. About a minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Second one for Reese. That one hangs and falls. And pressure now from North Central. To get it into Ludwig. Surveys the defense. Looks like man-to-man pressure. Ludwig works it up against Callie Mundorf. The double team from Taylor comes. Gets it off to Tubbs. Kira guarded by Taylor. Now to Cecilia Addison. High post to Ludwig. Turns, faces on Mundorf. Gets it out to Sheffield. Into the corner to Caro. Now to Tubbs. Good defense by Taylor. Does not let Kira get a 3 away. She takes it down the left lane with the left hand. Gets it off to Ludwig. 8 on the shot clock. To Cecilia Addison. Now to Sheffield. Working on Buell. Into the lane with 3 to shoot. Ludwig puts up a runner to beat the shot clock. It's off the back iron. Rebound down to Reese Taylor. Good defensive possession for North Central. Knights lead 12-10. Kuchera calling for the ball inside. Skip pass to Buell. Now to Taylor. Against the Stuart zone. They're fronting Kepler in the post and have Tubbs playing behind her. Mundorf takes a 3 right wing and hits. It's a West Plains Bank 3 for Callie Mundorf. She has 5. Third assist for Reese Taylor. 15-10. North Central now with its largest lead of the half at 5. Tubbs to Cecilia Addison. Now to Sheffield against the North Central man-to-man. Sheffield backs it out, looking for a cutter, bounces it into Ludwig on Mundorf, puts up the shot with a left hand and scores. Nice take by Annie Ludwig on the assist from Sheffield. And we'll have a timeout taken by Coach Colin Sherman with 5:02 to go to give his team a breather here in quarter number 2 as the Broncos strike back. They're down by just 3 now, 15-12 here with 5:02 to play.
Or cell phone 402-340-1307.
Glad to have you back with us on KBRB, as well as those of you joining us on the Rock County Public Schools video stream of this Niobrara Valley Conference regular season matchup. North Central and Stuart, the two neighbors. As the Knights lead it 15-12, have the basketball. Fallon Witzke in off the timeout, drives baseline, tries to dump it down for Kepler. Knocked out of bounds by Caro. It will stay with the Knights. North Central has 5 players in the scoring column. Broncos with 4. Knights have hit 2 threes compared to 1. Here's Mundorf with another 3-point attempt. That one's off the front rim. Offensive rebound, Kuchera. And Buell traveled with it, got away with it. Carleen Kepler scores off the glass on the assist by Mundorf. That was pretty easy to see a travel there, but does not get called. And the Knights take advantage, lead it by 5. That was right in front of Coach Colin Sherman. He came boiling off the bench. Drive, baseline pull up by Sheffield. That one won't go on a good look. And the rebound knocked off of Annie Ludwig's hands and out of bounds. Out will go Callie Mundorf. Back in Reese Taylor after a little breather. So you have Taylor, Fallon Witzke, Ireland Buell, Carlene Kepler, and Audrey Kuchera, the 5 on the floor. For North Central, again, no Maya Lewis tonight. The leading scorer, second leading rebounder for North Central is out. Knock away by Cecilia Addison. She goes on the ground after it and gets a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Knights. 4:05 to play in the half. North Central leads Stuart 17-12. 6 lead changes here in the first half. It's 5-point lead by the Knights. Matches their largest. Taylor on the left wing. Throws it inside for Kepler. It's tipped and knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Stuart. Still 21 on the shot clock. We're midway through the second quarter. North Central 11-10, looking to be a 2 seed in the D1-6 next week. That will be at Niobrara, and they will likely play Ainsworth. Will the Knights. Inside it goes to Kuchera. Turns up and under move. Kicks it out. Taylor open for 3, right wing. Reese has got a West Plains Bank 3. On the assist by Audrey Kuchera. That's Taylor's first field goal. She has 6 points, and it's the largest lead of the first half for the Knights, now at 20-12. Tubbs is going to be reached in and fouled. That'll go on Reese Taylor. That's the first on Reese. Second team foul on the Knights. Both teams have done a little better job staying off the fouls here in the second quarter after they both committed quite a few in the first. The Broncos get it into Tubbs, guarded by Taylor in the man-to-man. Tubbs probing, gets it out to Addison, now on the left wing to Ludwig. Working against Kuchera. Her pass is knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Bronco. Nope, they're going to switch it and give it to the Knights. So that'll be the 8th Stuart turnover. One official out high signaled it was Stuart ball. Official down low said nope, saw it off of Stuart. North Central basketball. Taylor, right wing to Buell, looking inside. Kuchera trying to post up on Ludwig. Witzke around to Reese. She drives in the lane, flips it off to Kepler, takes it down the baseline, puts it up and scores. 6 for Carlene, 4th assist of the half for Reese Taylor. And there's a foul by Kuchera. She runs into Ludwig in the press. Largest lead of the half now for the Knights at 22-12. They have outscored Stuart 13-4 in the second quarter. Out goes Buell. Back in comes Crawford. Kimberlyn Cole back in with her 3 fouls. Out will go Cecilia Addison. And out will go Kuchera for North Central as Mundorf back in. So Kuchera with 2 fouls. You have Kit Painter on the bench with 3. And Maya Lewis. There's a travel against Ludwig. So Stuart now with 9 turnovers. North Central with 8. Maya Lewis not available tonight. If you listened to our broadcast Saturday in the NVC tournament third place game, you knew there was something that wasn't right with Maya's right arm. And so she's battling a shoulder issue, it looks like. And they throw it over the top to Crawford. Nice pass from Mundorf. Crawford will earn free throws. Good over-the-top pass by Callie. And the foul will be the second on Alyssa Caro. So 3 on Cole. That's the second on Caro here with 2:36 to go in the half. And Carly Crawford, who hit a 3 in the opening quarter. She goes to the free throw line and knocks that one in. Starting in place of Maya Lewis tonight, Crawford with 4 points. 6 for Taylor, 6 for Kepler, 5 for Callie Mundorf. And this one won't go for Carly. The rebound down to Sheffield. Sheffield throws it ahead, looking for Cole. It's knocked out of bounds by Kepler. It will stay with Stuart. The Knights now down by, or the Broncos now down by 11. It was a 1-point game at the end of 1. Big second quarter here for North Central. They get it into Sheffield on the outlet, poked away, but a reach-in foul called on Crawford. That's the second on Carly. 4th team foul on the Knights. Kind of a choppy game with all the fouls called. That for North Central overall is their 9th foul. Stuart has been whistled for 7. Tubbs shot for 3 is good over the top of an outstretched hand to Reese Taylor. Great defense again by Reese, but Tubbs knocks it in for her second 3, and it's an 8-point game. Mundorf in the right corner looking for Kepler. Turns, shoots it over the top of Carroll. Can't get it to go. Rebound down to Kira Tubbs. So Tubbs has hit 2 threes despite the defensive effort from Taylor. Reese has been shutting down some of the top scorers in the NVC. Cole on the drive, and she's going to be fouled and will go to the line for 2. That will be the second on Fallon Witzke. So now Coach John Klosterman having to manage his way through some foul trouble, especially with the bench a little shorter with no Maya Lewis tonight. 3 on Painter, who has not played more than about a minute here in this second quarter. And then 2 on Witzke, Crawford, and Audrey Kuchera. Free throws here for Kimberlyn Cole. First one up and won't go. Second trip to the line for Kimberlyn. She missed her first 2. North Central 4 for 10 at the line. Stuart now 3 for 9. Minute 55 to play in the half. Knights were just up by 11. Their lead by 8. And this one won't go. And Kepler, 8 rebounds here in the first half. Stuart just 3 for 10 at the line. It's plagued them all season long. Taylor swings it to Witzke in the right wing. They're double teaming Kepler in the post. Left side to Taylor. She drives in, takes it down the lane and scores. Reese Taylor on the great drive and finish. 25-15, the North Central lead back to 10. Tubbs works her way up the floor against Mundorf, stays in the middle. Now gets it off to Cole. Throw it to Ludwig on the baseline. She takes it into the lane, puts up the jumper. Back rim on a good look. And another board for Kepler. She's almost at 10 here in the first half. 25-15, Knights by 10. Witzke passes on taking a 3. Gets it out to Mundorf. Skip it around to Taylor. Inside to Kepler. Turns up and under move on Ludwig. Shot too strong. Good defense by Annie. And the rebound down to Alyssa Caro. Her 4th board. Broncos get a stop. Trail it by 10. Tubbs to Cole. Down along the baseline to Caro, guarded by Kepler. Now to Ludwig. She's drawing the assignment on Mundorf. Up top, and a good cover by Taylor. Does not let Tubbs get a 3 away. Sheffield turns the corner, takes it down the lane, scores off the glass. Peyton has 7. Good take to the hoop, knocks the shot in off the glass. It's back to an 8-point game, 25-17. About a 1-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Taylor to Mundorf. Callie drives baseline. We're going to get a timeout from Coach John Klosterman with 22.7 remaining. Your Tri-County Bank scoreboard, late second quarter, 25-17, North Central leading Stuart High School. Stuart on Highway 20, where fast is good. We welcome you back here on KBRB FM 92, KBRB.net, and on the Rock County Public Schools video stream of this matchup between North Central and Stuart here on the girls' side. Knights off the timeout, get it in to Kit Painter, who's back on the floor with her 3 fouls for this final offensive possession of the half. About a less than a second difference between shot clock and game clock. Taylor checks the clock, bounces it up high with 10 seconds, now drives in the lane, puts up a tough runner, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Annie Ludwig. Throws it ahead to Tubbs with 2, with 1. Kira launches from just past half court, nearly banked it in as it went hard off the front rim, off the glass. And that'll take us to the half in your
bankers at Homestead Bank understand the risk. We can help you look ahead and plan for a season of success. Stop in or call to visit with one of our experienced bankers today to start your journey. Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
You can come to West Hope Medical Services for health care for your whole family. With a primary care clinic open 5 days a week, visiting specialists nearly every day, and a top-notch therapy and rehab facility, we have you covered for whatever comes up. 402-925-2811.
Stop in today at Southside Mini Mart, located Highway 20 in Stuart. This family-owned convenience store is dedicated to serving the customers and community in a fast, friendly, and clean atmosphere. Southside offers bases-loaded pizzas, bases-loaded sub sandwiches, and a variety of fruit, numerous grocery items, along with a huge selection of beverages. Southside Mini Mart provides you 24-hour fuel at the pump. Gas or diesel, they have it. And with the large parking lot, they welcome all vehicles. Make sure to stop in Southside Mini Mart, Highway 20 in Stuart.
All right, we're ready for the second 16 minutes. Big thanks to our Stuart Westholt sportscasters and our North Central sportscasters bringing you the broadcast tonight in this Monday night matchup of two area girls teams. Stuart down by 8 will get the basketball first. They'll work left to right from south to north in this second half in their road maroon uniforms with the white numbers and letters. There's a near steal by Taylor, and she's going to get a tie-up with Tubbs. A low pass back out to Tubbs, and Reese just dove in, grabbed a hold of the basketball, and gets the possession arrow favoring the Knights. So quickly, right back to North Central with an 8-point lead. The Broncos in their 2-3 zone. A good save on the far sideline by Kit Painter on a errant pass. There's a pass stolen away by Sheffield. Poor pass from Mundorf, but then Callie comes back and takes it away. The teams trade turnovers there. Good recovery by Callie and Hustle after she turned it over. Mundorf will take a 3 left wing. That's off the side of the iron. Rebound down to Peyton Sheffield. Peyton's had a nice game, 7 points. That was her 5th rebound. Still an 8-point game. Sheffield drives past Mundorf, takes it down the baseline, bounces it out to Tubbs. Reese Taylor right there in her hip pocket. Back to Sheffield. Tough assignment for Callie. Dumps it down low to Cecilia Addison, and Cecilia is going to draw the foul on the shot as it will go against Carleen Kepler. Good play there by Cecilia Addison. Went strong to the hoop. Kepler was behind her and forced the foul. That's the first on Carleen. Cecilia with 2 points. She heads to the line and knocks in the first. Broncos were just 3 for 10 in the first half, but Cecilia makes that one. She has 4 points, or 3 points rather. It's a 7-point game. This one won't go. They fight for the rebound, and Kepler able to save it on the baseline. That is Carleen's 10th board. 25-18. Throw it inside for Crawford. She is double teamed. Gets it back out to Mundorf. High post to Kepler. Banker off the glass is good. Mundorf on the assist. And Kepler now with 8 points. And it's a 9-point advantage for North Central. 28-17. Ludwig working on Crawford. Kicks it to Kimberlyn Cole. Long 2. On the baseline won't go. Weak side rebound down to Sheffield. And she's fouled on the shot. Peyton to the free throw line. Foul goes against Callie Mundorf. So Sheffield, she was the only one that shot free throws pretty decent in the first half. She was 3 for 4. She'll be at the line for 2 more. 7 points, 6 boards for Sheffield. And as we say that, she misses that free throw on the front rim. Broncos just 4 for 13 at the free throw line, something that's plagued them most of the season. Coach Colin Sherman's talked about it in some of these tight games that Stewart's had. Second one is good. Sheffield makes 1 of 2. And it's an 8-point game, which is where we were at the break. Now 27-19. Taylor against the zone, gets it to Mundorf. Skip pass to Reese. Fakes the 3, drives baseline, takes it inside, short on the shot. And the rebound knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Ludwig. And it will stay with North Central with a fresh 35-second clock. So you have Painter and Cole on the floor, each with 3 fouls for their respective teams. Knights get it into Crawford, now to Painter. Drives to the high post, gives it off to Kepler. Carleen puts it up from 10, banks it in on the assist from Kent Painter. Double-double for Carleen Kepler. 10 points, 10 rebounds, and we still have 6 minutes to go in the third. Back to a 10-point lead for the Knights. Their largest has been 11. Good defense by Taylor, forces a loose ball, but it's scooped up by Ludwig, and she gets the runner to go. Annie Ludwig with 4, puts it back to an 8-point lead. Mundorf works against his own, knocked away by Sheffield and stolen. Peyton takes it, can't get the shot to go. Cole is fouled on the putback attempt. Good job by Kimberlyn Cole hustling after the play. And that'll be the second quick foul on Callie Mundorf. Already 3 fouls on North Central here in the third quarter. And Kimberlyn Cole back to the line. She's 0 for 4. Those in the first half, 29-21. Cole tries to draw Stuart closer and can't get that one to go off the front rim. Kuchera in for Mundorf for North Central. Cecilia Addison out. Alyssa Caro back in for Stuart. Stuart just 5 for 15 at the free throw line with one more to go here for the freshman. This one will not fall, and Ludwig battling for the board. It's saved by Sheffield. Good play by Annie. Step back 3 for Tubbs is good. Kara Tubbs with a fake drive, hit a step back 3, but it started with the offensive rebound. Ludwig was able to save it to Sheffield. Runner by Kit Painter, too strong off the glass. They fight for the board. Kuchera out battles Tubbs for it on the weak side, puts it up and in. Audrey's second bucket, 31-24. It's a 7-point game. High post to Ludwig, working on Kuchera. Backs it out, gets it off to Tubbs. Taylor all over her. Gets a great screen from Ludwig. Shot won't go off the glass. Offensive rebound to Caro, and she's tied up by Kit Painter. And the possession arrow will keep it with Stuart. 7-point ball game, 4:52 to play in the third. 31-24 North Central. Cole gets it into Ludwig in good position, but then it is knocked away from her. She can't save it in bounds. Good defensive play by Audrey Kuchera, and the Broncos turn it over. Knights with a 7-point lead, again playing without Maya Lewis tonight, who is kind of battling a shoulder issue. 3 for Carly Crawford, who starts in place of Lewis. Shot won't go. Long rebound to Kit Painter. Crawford on the drive, no, but the offensive rebound is good again on the putback for Audrey Kuchera. Sheffield on the drive, can't get it to go. Rebound to Ludwig. Her shot is blocked. Players hit the deck. Kuchera and Cole have a train wreck. Going to be a floor burn or 2 after that one. And Coach Colin Sherman, you can hear him say there was no contact down there on the other end. He wanted the foul on the shot by Ludwig that was blocked. Ball inbounded to North Central, up by 9. In the corner, 3 for Crawford, too strong. Weak side board down to Kit Painter, bounces inside to Kuchera. Shot off the glass is good. On the rebound and assist by Kit Painter. Audrey has 8 off the bench. 35-24, the lead back to 11. And we've got a timeout going to be taken by Coach Colin Sherman before the 3-point attempt by Kira Tubbs. We have 4 minutes to play in the third. Your Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Knights by 11 over the Broncos, 35-24.
At the old reliable, the Atkinson Livestock. Desire is to be of service to you at the Atkinson Livestock Market.
An even 4 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Broncos had cut it as close as 7 here in the third quarter, but the Knights have pushed it back to an 11-point lead thanks to 6 this quarter from Audrey Kuchera. The Broncos try to throw it in for Ludwig. It's knocked away by Kuchera and stolen. Here is Kit Painter, drives into the lane. She is going to have a travel called. Yeah, poked away by Sheffield, and by the time Painter regathered, she gets called for a travel. So the ball goes back to the Broncos. Tubbs brings it up. Right there with her is Reese Taylor. They try to throw it into the high post to Ludwig. Picked off again. It's Audrey Kuchera. Audrey will travel with the basketball, so they give it right back. Coach John Klosterman encouraging his freshmen. She's given them some great minutes off the bench, getting some more time on the floor with the injury to Maya Lewis. So Kuchera taking advantage of it. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for the freshman. Kimberlyn Cole brings it up against some pressure, gets it off to Kira Tubbs. Reese Taylor chewing bubblegum and playing defense. Here is Tubbs with it on the wing, gets it to Sheffield in the high post, working on Buell. Out to Kimberlyn Cole, 15 to shoot. Another near one knock away by Kuchera, and then hitting the deck hard is Ludwig as Annie slow to get up. She wanted a foul, instead it's a turnover. Taylor dumps it down to Painter, can't get the finish, short-armed it. Kitt's going to get the offensive rebound. Out it goes to Taylor. Reese trying to drive on Cole. Cole lucky not to pick up a fourth foul there as there was some contact. Against the 2-3 zone, up top to Fallon-Witzke, around to Buell. A couple of subs came in off that timeout. Tall pass, chased down by Taylor just to avoid the half-court mark. 13 to shoot. Buell out top to Witzke. Now around to Taylor. She takes a 3 right wing. That's front. Rim, rebound to Sheffield. She has a run out, but throws it across the lane to Cole, and she's going to be fouled and go to the line. Boy, Sheffield almost threw that behind her to get it to Kimberlyn. The foul will go on Reese Taylor, her second. And Kimberlyn Cole back to the free throw line. Kimberlyn trying to take the lid off the rim. She's 0 for 6 at the line. We'll reverse radio jinx her here. In an 11-point game, the free throw for the freshman is good. Kimberlyn knocks one in. It's the freshman's first point. Out goes Annie Ludwig. She took a hard tumble, still wincing as she comes off as Cecilia Addison back into the game. Out goes Ireland Buell. Mundorf back in for North Central. 35-25, 10-point game after the free throw from Kimberlyn Cole. Second one for the freshman. There she knocks in a pair after missing her first 6. And the lead single digits, 35-26, 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter. It's our girls-only matchup tonight here on a Monday. The 2 boys teams will play next Friday. 3 on the wing, won't go for Fallon-Witzke. They battle for the board. Mundorf and Cecilia Addison tie it up. Possession arrow going to keep it with the Knights. Back in will come Annie Ludwig after the quick breather. She's apparently all right. Maybe another floor burn or 2 added to the mix as she'll replace Caro. Witzke to trigger it in. Looking for Kepler. Into the corner to Fallon. Witzke brings it back out on the wing. They're double teaming Kepler, fronting and have a player behind her. They throw it inside to Kuchera. She's double teamed and traveled with it before she could get it to Kepler. Broncos doing a nice job getting help inside where the Knights are strong. And that's the 13th North Central turnover. Stuart hanging around. They're only down 9 with 2 minutes to go in the third. Stuart 7-14 on the year. North Central 11-10. Sub-districts next week for both these teams. And there's a reach in and a foul on Witzke, and this will put the Broncos in the bonus. So that'll be the third on Witzke. So the Knights have 6 players with 2 to 3 fouls. And Stuart is not committed to foul in this third quarter. The Broncos are in the bonus as Tubbs heads to the free throw line. Kira's hit 3 threes. And this puts her in double figures with a free throw. Taylor back in for Witzke. This will be the 20th free throw of the game for Stuart. Their 10th here in the third quarter. Knights have shot 10 and nothing here in the third, obviously, with no fouls by the Broncos. Second one for Kira is perfect. She has 11. Stuart has made 4 free throws in a row, and they are 6 for 10 this half. 35-28, back to a 7-point game. Runner by Painter won't go. Rebound down to Tubbs, and then she's tied up by Kit Painter. Possession arrow this time gives it to Stuart. We have a 7-point game, 35-28 with 1:41 to play here in the third. Knights go to a full court pressure. Ludwig in the backcourt gets it to Cole. Now ahead to Tubbs. Kira gets it across the line to Sheffield. 1.5 minutes to go. Sheffield drives baseline. Pull-up jumper blocked by Kuchera. And Kepler down with the rebound. Audrey Kuchera has played a nice game for North Central tonight. 8 points, 5 boards, and assists. Now give her a block. They throw it inside. Nice catch by Kepler. Too strong, though, on the finish, and the rebound caroms into the hands of Kira Tubbs. Great over-the-top pass and a good catch from Carleen. Just could not get the shot to fall. And then Sheffield is fouled on the shot. That'll go against Kuchera. So 3 fouls on Audrey, 3 on Witzke, 3 on Kit Painter, and 2 free throws here for Peyton Sheffield. Peyton's made a night of it at the line. These will be her 7th and 8th free throws. Free throws number 11 and 12 in the third quarter for Stuart. Trying to chip away at the deficit. This free throw around and in for Peyton. Hit the right side of the iron, the backboard, and got the shooter's roll. Sheffield now with 9. And that one makes it a 5-point game, as close as Stuart has been since the second quarter. 35-30. Broncos with their highest scoring quarter here with 13 points with a minute to go. Mundorf, her pass knocked away, tipped ahead by Kimberlyn Cole to Sheffield. Sheffield can't get the lay-in, and the rebound down to Kuchera. So good by Cole on that play. Just tipped it ahead to a teammate. Taylor the other way, drives in and gets the and one. Reese Taylor. And that's a big sequence. The foul on Cecilia Addison. The Broncos missed a transition layup on one end after forcing a turnover. But on the missing that, and then on the other end, it's an and one opportunity for Reese Taylor. Taylor now into double figures with 10. First free throw of the second half for the Knights, and Taylor knocks it in. Back to an 8-point game. Boy, that could have been a 3-point game until the missed layup by Sheffield. Tubbs gets it to Sheffield. Tough catch, goes through a double team, swirls it in. Tubbs on the assist. Sheffield with 5 in the third quarter. She has a dozen. 38-32, final 23 seconds of the third. It's a 6-point ball game. Buell into the hands of Mundorf. See if the Knights try to hold for one. There's a knock away by Cole over into the North Central student section. And now Carleen Kepler and Carly Crawford will return for North Central. Caro back in. She'll replace Cole to make sure Kimberlyn doesn't pick up a late 4th foul. Taylor to inbound. 14 seconds to go in the third. The Knight lead has been trimmed to 6. They led by as many as 11 here in the quarter. Painter with 8 on the clock. Out to Taylor. Into the corner. Mundorf for 3. And hits a West Plains Bank 3. Big shot for Callie Mundorf on the 5th assist for Reese Taylor. And that will push the lead back to 9 for North Central. Turns out for both teams, Knights, that little 6-point spurt in the final minute answered by just a bucket from the Broncos. And what was a 5-point game is now up to 9 to start the fourth. Stuart had got all the way back within 5, got a breakaway opportunity, a missed layup, and then down the other end it was an and one. And then a late 3 to beat the buzzer by Callie Mundorf pushes the lead back to 9. Painter throws it inside to Crawford, and that looked like a travel, and they're going to call a foul. Coach Colin Sherman saying the same thing that we saw. The foul will go on Annie Ludwig. And 2 free throws here for Carly Crawford. Crawford starting in place of injured Maya Lewis. They'll hope to get Maya back for subs. Free throw is good for Crawford. Carly with 5 points. And the Knights up by 10. Second free throw is good. North Central on an 8-2 run to push the lead back to 11 as Crawford knocks down both. That's 6 points for the sophomore. Tubbs dribbles through pressure. Good screen from Sheffield. Opens up Kira for a baseline jumper. Won't go. Weak side rebound to Cole. She can't get the put back. Gets her own miss again. Sheffield will travel with the basketball. And you're going to see Coach Sherman say we got a travel call on one end, but not on the other end. You can hear him talking about it right now. 43-32, an 11-point lead for the Knights. Taylor against the zone, stops the dribble into the corner to Painter, drives baseline, puts up a tough runner, misses everything. Rebound down to Callie Mundorf. Shot clock does not reset. Painter another drive. That one won't fall on the baseline jumper, and the rebound tipped out by Painter. Goes back to Stuart. 43-32. This was a 35-30 game. And now it's back to 11, an 8-2 run for North Central. Tubbs, they try to bring the double team. She dribbles through it, gets it toward Ludwig. Pass tipped around, and it's saved by Cole, and a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it with Stuart as Kepler got in there to tie it up on the freshman. Stuart to inbound underneath their hoop. They throw it in for Ludwig. It's knocked free, and he gets it back, takes it inside. Can't get the shot to fall, and the 12th rebound down for Carleen Kepler. 43-32, Taylor to Painter. Can't turn the corner, gets it out to Reese. 3 on the left wing. Taylor hits a West Plains Bank 3 on the assist by Kit Painter, and it's the largest lead of the game now for North Central at 14. Sheffield, nice find down to Ludwig, and she has it blocked out of bounds by Painter. Coach Sherman beside himself as he's up and down the sideline, wanted a foul called. So a block for the Knights. Stays Stuart basketball. 27 on the shot clock. 46-32. Into the corner to Tubbs. Good closeout by Taylor, and Taylor will foul Tubbs on the drive. Actually, they'll call it on the shot, so Kira will get free throws. That'll be the third on Reese Taylor. So 4 different Knights with 3 fouls. They've managed to kind of maintain to where they don't have anybody with 4 yet. And Kira Tubbs heading to the free throw line. 11 points for the sophomore. 3 threes and 2 free throws. And make it 3 free throws as she's a perfect 3 for 3. Boy, Stuart doing a nice job getting to the free throw line. This will be their 24th free throw attempt of the game. Crawford out as Kuchera back in. They're waiting for Ludwig to get a shoe tied. It's a 13-point lead for the Knights, 46-33. Second free throw for Tubbs. This one is good as well. Kira's 4 for 4 at the line. North Central, after a 3 for 10 first half, is 10 for 14 in the second half. It's a 12-point game, 46-34. Taylor can't turn the corner. Good defense by Sheffield. Into Kuchera, steps through a double team. Blocked by Ludwig. Rebound down to Tubbs. Back comes Stuart. Tubbs takes it in. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound into the hands of Kira. Takes a 3 and hits. Kira Tubbs on an offensive rebound. Dribbles into the corner and knocks down a 3. And it's a 5-0 Stuart run. They're back within 9. Taylor on the drive, nice through the defense, misses the layup, and the rebound down to Annie Ludwig. Still 5:45 to go. Broncos not going away. They're within 9. 3 for Addison. For Cecilia Addison is off the front rim. The rebound down to Cole, but then she loses her footing, and it'll be a travel. So back to the Knights. Boy, Cecilia Addison had an open look on the left wing. Hit the front rim, or would have been a 6-point game. Mundorf tries to drive baseline, shut off by Tubbs. High post, it goes to Kepler. 14-footer from the left elbow, banks in. Carleen Kepler's got that bank shot down on the third assist by Callie Mundorf. Back to an 11-point lead, 48-37. Every time Stewart's had a run, North Central's had the answer. Tubbs drives baseline, takes it in and draws the foul. It looks like it may be the fourth on Audrey Kuchera. It will be, as a rare occasion where Tubbs was able to get past Taylor on the drive. So Kira back to the free throw line. 16 points now for Tubbs. And this free throw is up front rim. I didn't want to say she was 4 for 4 to jinx her. Out will go Kuchera with her 4 fouls. Crawford back in. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Colin Sherman to give his team a little breather here with 5:05 to play. Broncos down by 11, 48-37 on the tri.
At sandhilleq.com.
Welcome you back on KBRB. Another free throw here for Kira Tubbs. Kira's hit 4 threes in the game, 16 points, but her team down 11 with 5:05 to go. Second free throw for the sophomore is up and good. And the Broncos are down by 10. Little full court pressure now from Stuart. Crawford gets it to Painter. Poked away by Tubbs. It's loose. Taken down by Ludwig. And the Broncos force a turnover on the Knights. Ludwig on the drive. Kicks it out to Cole, and the Broncos will reset. Throw it inside for Sheffield, working on Mundorf. Shot in the lane is good. Peyton Sheffield on the assist from Cole. Good game for Peyton. She has 14. And there's a travel by Taylor against the pressure. Each team with 16 turnovers. Both teams have taken care of it a little better in the second half here. But now in an 8-point game, Broncos get it right back. Boy, been a game of little mini runs. Had 6 lead changes in the first half. Drive by Tubbs, and she is going to travel with it. Good defense by Taylor. Goes back to the Knights. Broncos will go to a little 2-2-1 press. Boys coach John Miller would be proud. Pass by Painter, saved by Taylor. 3 seconds to get it across. She does. Fires it to Painter. Kit stopped on the wing. Back to Reese. 4:18 to play in the game. 20 on the shot clock. Mundorf will take a 3. That one around and out. Carleen Kepler, offensive rebound. Put back too strong. Rebound down to Crawford. She can't get the finish as a block by Ludwig. It's into the hands of Sheffield. Peyton loses the dribble. Gets it to Cecilia Addison. High post to Ludwig. Back to Cecilia. Kepler guarding her. Out to Sheffield against Mundorf. Tries to drive, poked away by Kit Painter. And a foul on the loose ball will go against Kimberlyn Cole. Good job by Kit Painter on the help defense to force the turnover. That's 4 fouls on Kimberlyn Cole. Second foul on Stuart here in the fourth quarter. 3:51 to play. Knights a 48-40 lead. It's been a good ball game here from Rock County. Glad to have you with us. Our first of 4 game nights. There was a steal, pilfer by Sheffield. Takes it in and lays it home as she took it away from Taylor. It's a 6-point game, 48-42. The Bronco pressure bothering the Knights a bit. Again, North Central playing without its scoring leader. Maya Lewis not available. Near travel by Crawford, and there's a reach-in foul called by against the Broncos. It will go against Sheffield, and it saved a bucket from Kepler, who collected a loose ball and knocked it in off the glass. Kuchera back in with her 4 fouls. Out will go Carly Crawford. Knights with a fresh shot clock, just the second foul on Sheffield, third on the Broncos here in the fourth. Taylor gets it in for Kuchera. Baseline jumper won't go. Rebound to Annie Ludwig. Stewart can get it as tight as it's been since it was 35-30. Cecilia into the corner. Tubbs for three. That's off the front iron. Cole down with the board and ties it up with Carlene Kepler. Possession arrow this time to North Central. Boy, that three from Tubbs would have made it a one-possession game. Kira with a smile. She thought she had it lined up. She caught the side of the iron, a little short from the corner. Painter over the head of Mundorf and out of bounds on the pass. And the press really bothering North Central. Buell gets ready to check back in. She will replace Kepler. 3 minutes to go in a 6-point game, 48-42. We'll have the Broncos on the air tomorrow. Girls and boys play against Ainsworth, as well as Westhold home to Niobrara Verdigris. That one will be here on 92.7. Broncos and Bulldogs will be on 106.3 and AM 14. As there's a bump and a foul as Kimberlyn Cole is hit. That one will be against Kit Painter. Kit's done a nice job not picking up any fouls since she had 3 in the first 9 minutes, but that just picked up her 4th. 3 fouls on the Knights. They try to throw it in, and Painter knocks it out of bounds. Stays with Stuart, down by just 6 points now. The Knights have led by as many as 14. Cole gets it into Tubbs. Kira thought about a deep 3. Instead, high post to Ludwig. Drives on Kuchera's got the 4 fouls. Kicks it out to Cecilia Addison. Now to Sheffield. Sheffield driving on Mundorf. Baseline jumper too strong. And Kuchera traces down the rebound and a timeout from Coach John Klosterman. How about Audrey Kuchera getting extra minutes with the injury to Maya Lewis? 8.7 boards for Audrey. Timeout North Central with 2:36 to go in a 6-point game. 48-42 Knights on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. But the Knights built up an 8-point halftime lead, and then after Stuart got it as close as 5 in the third quarter, North Central pushed the lead out back to double digits here in the fourth, but the Broncos have answered, and it's a 2-possession game, 48-42 with 2:36 to go. Knight basketball against the Stuart pressure that's really bothered North Central. Taylor ahead to Painter, back to Reese. North Central can work on the clock a bit here, 25 on the shot clock, see if they can find a post touch. Painter looking inside for Kuchera, double teamed in the post. Cecilia Addison trying to stay out in front of Kuchera. Kuchera calling for it. Now Cecilia steps out in front of her. There's a steal by Tubbs as she jumps the pass. Kira, throws it right off of Reese Taylor, right back into the hands of Tubbs. Reese, I think, took that one off the face as Kira tried to wrap a pass around her. Sheffield back to Tubbs. Under 2 minutes to go. Throws it for Ludwig. Back to Tubbs. Good defense by Taylor. Tubbs throws up a wild shot, and a ball hits the scoreboard or the shot clock as Tubbs was trying to draw that 4th foul on Taylor. Instead, ball hits the shot clock. It goes back to the Knights. Stays a 6-point game. Boy, Stuart has had some chances. Down 5, down 6 with the ball, but have not been able to draw any closer. Here is Buell working against Tubbs. Brings it into the front court, loses it, gets it back on the baseline, out to Painter. 20 on the shot clock, minute 33 on the game clock with the Knights leading by 6. Taylor to Buell. Still 12 to shoot. Gets it up top to Painter. Back to Buell into the left corner to Painter. Kuchera calling for it inside on Ludwig. Now with 5 to shoot. Taylor tries to drive past Cole. Steps through. Misses the shot. Rebound caroms into the hands of Sheffield. She's at her 10th board. A minute 8 to go. And the Bronco coach, Colin Sherman, calls out a play. Left corner, they throw it inside for Ludwig. Spin around jumper is good. It's a 4-point game. On the assist for Cole, Ludwig with just 6, and now a timeout taken by Coach Klosterman. He'll have 2 remaining. Stuart still with 1. We've got ourselves a 4-point basketball game with 53.6 seconds remaining. The Knights hanging on here at home, 48-44 as the Broncos are rallying. To make the comeback. They were down by as many as 13 in this fourth quarter. It's now a 4-point game. 48-44. North Central has not scored in a while, and the Broncos keep chipping away. North Central still with 2 timeouts. Broncos with 1. Crawford in the backcourt gets it to Painter. Up the sideline, nearly stolen away by Tubbs. It's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow, Stuart. Broncos will get it back with 45.6 seconds to go. Kuchera in for Kepler. Bronco basketball down by just 4. Knights playing without Maya Lewis tonight. Broncos just 6 on the roster, but a gritty game for both teams. Knights hanging on to a 4-point lead. Tubbs throws it to Ludwig. High post, turns on Kuchera. Ludwig out to Cecilia Addison, now to Tubbs, working against Taylor, drives in, protects the ball, off the glass and good. Kira Tubbs, and stepping over the line is Crawford. As she wanted to throw it in, the passing lane got jumped, and Carly's momentum took her over the baseline. And it's a 2-point game, and the Broncos get it back. Crawford out, Buell back in. Timeout taken by Coach Colin Sherman with 28 seconds to go. The Broncos are bouncing back to the sideline. And it's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well with 28 seconds remaining. Broncos down by just 2, and they'll have the ball back when we come back on KBRB.
We're also running a special on Vitalix Cubs. Prenatal nutrition is key for calving success. Fuel the cow, protect the calf. Stop in at Answer Feed, south of Atkinson on Highway 11, where we're making feeds great again.
Coach John Klosterman in the timeout, urging his team on. How bad do you want it, he tells his young Knights. Go out and get a stop. The North Central Knights lead by 2. Stuart on a furious rally here late. And they get the turnover and now have the ball underneath their hoop with 28 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Stuart out of timeouts. Cole gets it into Ludwig. It's through her hands. Kuchera on the floor after it and gets the steal. Audrey the other way. Can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound to Ludwig. Ahead to Tubbs. Final seconds. 15 seconds left. Tubbs drives on Taylor. Gets it to Ludwig. Annie to Sheffield, under 10, inside to Cole, the freshman, shot up, won't go. And a foul on the rebound against Stuart. 4.9 seconds, the Broncos had a chance. The foul goes on Ludwig, and now North Central will inbound with 4.9 seconds left. Crawford back in for Buell. Out will go Kuchera. As Mundorf back in, Painter will trigger it in. 4.9, Broncos will try for a steal or they'll commit a quick foul. They throw it over to Taylor. She makes the catch and is going to be fouled. And that is just the 4th foul on Stuart. That will go on Sheffield. That's isn't that only 4? Oh, no, that is 5. I thought they had already posted it. So Reese Taylor to the line for 2 free throws. If she hits them both, she'll ice it. Reese has had a great game. 14 points, 5 assists for Taylor. Knights up by 2. Make it 3 as Taylor knocks in the free throw. The senior clutch. Kimberlyn Cole back in for Caro with 3.1 to go. Stuart out of timeouts. Down by 3. This one here would seal it. Barring a foul and a make on a three-point shot. Second free throw won't go. They fight for the rebound. It's loose. And the Broncos won't be able to get a shot away before the buzzer as the Knights hang on. But what a rally for Stuart in that fourth quarter. The Knights save the win at home, 49-46 on the Tri-County Bank score.